Hello, what's up, everyone? So, on this episode, we're gonna be reviewing the trades for my second week of the Road to Glory. So the second week was actually November 25 through November 29th, but I didn't trade that week. Um, yeah, that week I didn't trade because it was Thanksgiving that week, and I think I was also busy at work, and I didn't want to stress too much um, about trading that week. I want to be trading when I'm focused. And to be honest, I wasn't in the right mind. Like I didn't have the start that I want going into this small account. Obviously you want to start profiting so you can have a little bit of cushion and not dig yourself into a hole, and then that becomes just more stressful because now you're not only worried about being consistent and being profitable, but now you're worried about digging yourself out of that hole. When you're negative from the jump. So yeah, it can be very haunting. It can destroy you mentally to have a losing streak, and and to just begin your journey as a trader losing. But I mean that's how you learn. That's the best way to learn. It's by losing. So I'm just gonna have in mind that I'm not gonna give up. No matter how many times I lose, I'm just not gonna give up and just focus on fixing my mistakes. You can't keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again. And that's how you're gonna learn to be a good profitable trader, by making sure that you don't make the same mistakes. So let's go ahead and get started with this recap. So this is actually again this is actually the week of December 2nd to December 6th. Now again, I'm starting this week with my account balance at 497. So my first trade on this week was a loss. BIMI. Uh, I lost $17 on BIMI, and yeah. So I had 50 shares. Let me pull up the chart. Yes. Okay. So what was I thinking on BIMI? Why did I decide to buy? All right. So I decided to buy because I saw this over here on October 14th. I saw that it can spike big. So that's what you want to do when you're thinking about entering a trade. You need to look at the daily chart first. Look at its past history, because the history does repeat itself. And if you see that this is a big spiker, that are automatically lets you know, all right, this thing could spike. But let me see if I had news that day. That day, I just had a press release that they were planning to acquire a company. It's a pretty low float, 3 million float, 2.8, but that's like three to me. So that day I only bought 50 shares. My entry point. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about my entry point. So I saw this thing spiking. I saw that right here. It formed the red to green, which was nice. I should have bought the red to green instead, but um, I don't know. At this point, my confidence wasn't where it needed to be. Coming from losing trades. And to be honest, I haven't at this point. I haven't had a clear pattern or clear setup that I'm trading. I'm kind of just throwing things at the wall, trying to see what sticks and what doesn't, and that's bad. I should have entered this challenge with a clear strategy in mind, a clear pattern. I thought I did, but I'm having discipline issues. But anyways, I saw the red to green move. It ran up. I wanted to wait. I didn't want to chase into the spike, which was a good thing. So I waited here. I saw that it held support at the VWAP, bounced a little, again, it was holding right here at when look at this big candle. I didn't buy during this big candle. When I bought, it was holding here, like it was bouncing right here. And literally seconds after I bought, it just flushed back down. My entry was $3.93, and I sold at $3.56. Like it was literally seconds. Seconds after I bought it, just went down, and obviously my risk at that point was right here, this bottom candle right here, which was about 380. And I mean, I tried to get out, but it just moved too quick. I'm telling you, seconds after, it just flushed back down. And I mean, it was still a pretty good trade because I um I respected my risk on this one. Again, it moved too quick for me to get out at my exact risk level. But I mean, the bad thing is I didn't have no clear strategy going into this one. And yeah, that's a key point to take away from this. Don't trade any patterns you don't know. That's a valuable lesson. Give me a second. Here you go. Okay, so yeah, valuable lesson on this trade. Don't trade any setups you don't know. Next, EDNT, another loss. Wow, what a horrible way to begin this challenge. EDNT, December 4th, 2019, $24 loss. Let me pull up. Look at this. Look at, there's no pattern. I don't know what the hell I was doing right here. I honestly don't know what the hell I was doing. At this point, I was just frustrated. So December 2nd was a Monday. So, I traded December 2nd. After that, I don't have settled money to trade. I did have a little bit of settled money, but when you're trading with a cash account, the money that you use on a trade, let's say I trade Monday, and the money that I use on that trade after I sell, it won't become available until the second business day. So I can't trade Tuesday since I traded Monday, December 2nd. So I'm just waiting. I'm like, damn, like at this point I'm just swinging at the fences looking for a home run, trying to dig myself out of that little hole I'm in now. And again, like this is embarrassing. Like I spent hours after this trade trying to figure out what the hell I was looking for. Like I have no idea why I bought. I was looking for it to break 275, but come on, man, this isn't even a pattern. Like you're just buying and hoping, and that's the worst thing you could do. Buy and hope. Uh, that's all I can say about this. Is don't don't start just buying random shit. Like have a clear pattern, have a clear strategy. Next trade, another loss. TYHT. Oh my god, the same day. So I got out of that losing trade. That day, EDNT, I bought 100 shares at $2.29. So I still had about $300 left to trade with. Um, and I guess I just jumped into this. Let's look at the chart. I mean, I guess you could say that this was a good try. This was a reasonable trade. Like it was actually a good setup. It was a breakout. It looked like it was breaking out here, but I mean, I guess the move already happened when it gapped up from 71 cents to 85 cents. The best play right here was an overnight trade, and then just sell into the spike in the morning. And I mean, I guess it just had run out of gas when I decided to trade it. But yeah, I mean that's basically what I was looking for. You can see this breakout right here on this red line. I saw that it held right here, which was good. You know, it's holding support at the breakout level, and that's when I bought. I wanted to see it break first the pre-market high, because that's resistance right there. So when it seemed to break out, that's when I bought. But I mean, again, you can see right after I bought, it just sold off, and this was my risk as well, the breakout line. So that's when I decided to sell, and it was actually pretty good because it went lower. That's why you gotta respect your risk levels, and learn how to manage your risk, so that way you obviously won't um, lose more than what you plan on winning. Like right here, I was looking for a move up to a dollar, maybe more than a dollar, but I was only risking at the pre-market breakout was 91 cents, so I was risking about 5 cents to try and make 10 cents. You want to keep your risk reward ratio 2 to 1 or better. Um, but yeah, I mean, it was a good try. I respected my risk level, and oh well, on to the next one. We'll learn how to play these better next time. Let's see, next trade. Small profit, PTGX. On that same day, again, this time, how many shares I bought right here? I bought 20 shares. So that day I maxed my that day I maxed out on all of my buying power and my day trades, because there's this um there's this rule that if you have an account under $25,000, there's this rule that applies to you, which is the pattern day trader rule, which means that you only have 3 day trades on a 5 day rolling period. So not counting the weekends. So let's say, for example, I start trading on Monday. Um, when you execute an order that you buy and sell the same day, that counts as a day trade. So you get 3 day trades. So let's say I trade on Monday, and I sell on Monday as well. Buy and sell on Monday. That's 1 day trade. Now between Tuesday and Friday, I only have 2 day trades left, and I won't let's say I don't trade no more for the rest of the week, and it hits Monday again next week, it resets again to 3 day trades. So that I don't know if I'm explaining myself well, but yeah. So on this day, on December 4th, I was reckless. Like I'm losing. I'm down on my account. I'm just trying to get out of that hole, and that's very bad to do. You can't fall into your emotions like that. You need to stay focused and begin to trade patterns that find a good profitable setup, and be disciplined to only follow your setup. I realized last video I didn't introduce my son. This is Elijah. Say hello, Elijah. Hello. Hello. Okay, alright. So PTGX. Let's look at this. Wow, look, this was actually a very good setup right here. This was and this is actually, let me say, this is actually when I found the good setup that I like. This is when I began to trade the high of day break, which is really good. Like you let it do its thing the first 10 minutes or so. It finds its high. At this point, the high was $6.41, and then you just wait for it to break the high at day. By the break of the high at day. Oh, excuse you. By the break of the high at day, set your risk at the support level. Right here was 6. So I was buying at 641. Let's see what my entry was. My entry was 639 actually. So I anticipated it. 639, and boom, it shot up. I actually sold too early again. See, that's my problem. At 6:39, if I would have held for at least 20 minutes or so, I could have made about 40 bucks on that trade. I could have been back up on my account, back to break even at least. And that's still something that I struggle with as a trader, which is letting my winners run. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of beginner traders who struggle with that because we just see green and we want to take profit, especially when you're coming out of a losing streak. You don't focus on the bigger picture. You just focus on what you got right now. And I mean, there was no clear sign of reversal right here that would have made me want to get out. Like a clear sign of reversal could be this right here when it looks like it's getting stuffed, or even this when it double tops. Then you want to get out. So a good strategy you can use to kind of force yourself to let them run is, once you have a little bit of profit, just sell half of your position or maybe 1/3 of your position, and then you set your risk at break even. If I would have, so when I got in at 6:39, this was my risk, $6. When it ran up here, I could have just sold 10 shares since my position size was 20 shares. I could have sold 10 and then move my risk to break even now. So if it drops to my entry point, I for sure win. I won't have a losing trade or risk giving back my profits. And yeah, that's a pretty good strategy that I need to practice. Just sell half of my position and let the rest run until it hits my entry point. That's how you can maximize your profit. But yeah, I think, yeah, that's it for this week. This on that week, on the week of December 2nd through December 6th, I was negative that week. That week I lost $41, and yeah, I ended the second week of my small account challenge with uh, a balance of 456. So again, that's tough beginning a small account. It's tough to start losing, but whatever. I'm learning, and I'm not gonna give up. I plan on being this for the long run. So to me, it's nothing to have maybe 2, 3 losing years when the rest of the years can be winning, because I'm learning valuable lessons as I lose. I'm learning what to do, what not to do. But anyway, that's it for today. That's it for this video, because I'm gonna keep recording the recaps for the other weeks, to try and bring it current to this present day. Today is actually January 19th, 2020. So if you like the video, give me a like. If you want to keep watching more, subscribe, please. I need to pay my rent. Thank you. Have a good week.